I'll be reacting to The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Depth, episode 12. I will be watching it off of Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction from the 31-second mark in 1-0, go. Hell yeah. Ooh boy. For now. And that's actually some Brilly's ass shit from Delineo there. This Studione as apps. Knowing when he probably does have a few tricks up his sleeve. But I'm gonna guess he probably anticipated this. And honestly, will this fuck even be able to face anyone considering he looks completely out of shape? But who knows? Maybe he's actually stronger than he looks. Kind of hope the animation quality would be a little bit better there, but hey, I mean, this is a fucking badass. Okay, I'm not gonna talk shit about this anymore. I thought for a second he was just a guy that just spoke grandiosely, but no, he's a fucking badass. Damn. You know, shit's real when even wine is unsure about whether they can overcome a problem or an obstacle. I call bullshit on this fucker looking at it as a freaking privilege. I mean, look at this dude's face. Making the face of an absolutely devious planner here. Man, I'm gonna miss seeing this opening alongside a new episode of this series. I do hope this series can be one of the few that can get a season 2, though. Because I really freaking dig this series. It'd be a damn shame if this series would have just ended right when things get really good. Like, because this shit happens to a lot of fantasy anime where it's like, oh, we're gonna get to the good shit, and then like, oh no, we're forever cliffhanger. Read the source material because the series is gonna make enough money to finance more seasons. I really hope this series doesn't end up like one of those type of anime. I mean, I can only cross my fingers anyway. But you know what? I'm just gonna hope for the best in situations like this. It's really the only thing you can do in situations like this anyway. I gotta admit, and he looks so damn cool in that shot in the opening. She already looked amazing, but in certain shots, she looks more gorgeous than usual. I swear I love that wink there. You know, this opening really does play up Cadmelia's deviousness factor. I didn't actually notice that before, but after they introduced her, it is a really fitting. And that's a big if here. I just hope they have some freaking leverage here. Whoo boy. Yo, what a devious little fuck. Oh, this cocky son of a bitch. In these type of situations, you should always expect the worst. But it's not like Zenobia intended for all this to happen, though. But yeah, the thing is, though, bad decisions can have major ramifications if you don't have any intentions for things to go wrong. I mean, hey, you never know. Oh, you can't assume not that much. Yeah. Okay, at least he didn't completely discount it. But really, though? Is that an agreement in paper or is it. What? That sounds like a big ass cost. Yeah. Holy fuck. Yo, no, that's a gamble. Oh, shit. That's like betting your house in a fucking Vegas casino just to pay off some fucking debts. Yo, that sounded like a damn good offer, though. Oh, so. Well, at least now we know his fucking his freaking goals at the very least. I'd call BS on that. I'd say things would become worse if this loose cannon is given that much power. I'd say if anything, the future would be looking dim. Whoa! That's some pretty that is some bold stuff right there. You know what they say, be careful what you wish for. I think it's just a way to throw him off. I don't think our boys truly run away, though. Because Wayne doesn't operate that way. Whenever he does things, he usually does it for a reason, not just for shits and giggles. Hmm. But then again, this serious fuck's probably not going to give a fuck that he needs more than just that to be swayed. Yeah. It would have to affect this fucker directly. I mean, at least this fucker is willing to do that. Oh, yeah, this fucker doesn't look so hot now. Ha! Woo, boy. And I love how I can say that while smiling, too. Yeah, he offered. Mm-hmm. Huh. And it ain't like there'd be any choice, though. Oh, shit, he's going there. my. Whoa! The thing is, though, we can't necessarily not confirm that. I think Wayne's probably embellishing a certain amount of details. I think he's lying about this. But he's taking advantage of the fact that Sergius is a religious. I mean, I'm not saying all religious people are nuts. No, most people that are religious are not nuts. But he'll probably believe this considering like he's in his mindset is of the extremist variety when it comes to like believing certain shit. And there's a chance he might actually believe that shit. And I like this. He's taking advantage of this dude's mindset and utilizing it against him. Yo, his face! Oh, man, it's beautiful. He looks like he's struggling to take a dump right now. Yup, I had a feeling he was fucking bluffing. Mm-hmm. But in this instance, he had to be. The thing is, though, he had to be a monster. If he wasn't a monster. Well, no, it's for that very reason that he can think of such a diabolical idea. You know, if oh my. Oh man. Oh, this Sergius ain't so ballsy anymore now. Oh man, this is so beautiful just seeing him like psychologically take these beatdowns. I love Zenobia's face. Oh man. But no, it does show you how much Wayne's able to sacrifice just to get a victory. That's impressive. Yeah, that dude's lucky just to still have his arm, all things considered. Well, yeah. At least they were able to entertain the king at the very least, which is better than nothing. At least even for a small bit. Hmm. And I wonder what would quantify as light losses. You know, hearing all this, it makes me wonder how much sleep does Wayne get to be able to pull all this? He probably only has like 3 hours of sleep, similar to like Soma from How a Realist Hero Built the Kingdom. Has to be the similar type of sleep schedule. Damn. Ah. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, though. I mean, this dude, the person that he's staring at Not right now. He's the top person to be capable of doing it. Ah. It's cute that this fucker still has cardio streams like that. Yeah, with the way he's turned out winning, this motherfucker absolutely believes it. Yes, our boy Wayne has this man by the balls now. Yes. Oh man, it's all like music to my ears right now. It's a shame they didn't like give us a bit more action animation, but hey, at least it doesn't feel as rough pacing wise as the first two episodes did. Oh, at least we got to see some blood in the animation. Yeah, it's still better animated than the first two action-oriented episodes of the series at the very least. So at least putting more effort here for the season finale. Oh my. I love that smile. I'm assuming there's a lot of forces coming right now. A mix of Naturian and Delunial forces, maybe. I like that flute noise playing in the background. It sounds nice to the ears. Oh boy. Yeah. Why the fuck are they praising this? Shouldn't be worried. Whoa. What an absolute adrenaline junkie here. This fucker is a mad to want to stay and fight. I mean, don't get me wrong. This man has balls. Absolute balls of steel. That I'll give him credit for. I mean, I kind of like that evil laugh. Hook, line, and sinker. Yo, and he looks similar to how he did in the opening, too. Yo, I wouldn't mind him actually getting the killing blow here. Yeah, this is the battlefield. Fuck the manners. Oh, and she's doing the same movement she did in the open. Yes! Our girl! Woo! Yeah, he got pitched the fuck out. Man, that was beautiful. I've been waiting for that for so long, especially with our girl of all people doing it. Don't get me wrong. It would have been cool if Wayne did it, but I think Nanim doing it is even cooler because she didn't have this type of moments in the series yet. That's why I absolutely adored that moment. Because Wayne's already had a lot of moments to his credit. I'm glad they're spreading the wealth now when it comes to like characters getting the cool moments. He looks like a different person. Where did all the weight go? What the fuck? Yo, shit. A lot of people wish they had that type of metabolism. Samari can probably get some kind of upper hand in the negotiations now. That's a damn good point. Oh. Oh. Yo, what an Uncle bastard! But that's why I love Wayne though, because of shit like this. Yo, what a brilliant mega chat. And you know what I like? This time he actually, if there's an agreement, he's gonna get it down in writing. I love this because when they did the agreement a few episodes ago, ah! What? That's fucking crazy. What the? I mean, sure, there are people in life that are that petty. Oh boy, what does this fucker want? I'm gonna win. Oh, okay, that's actually sounds kind of fair, actually. You know, that actually doesn't even. That's not bad. Come on, I wanted to know what he was gonna say. What? What could make it be a sweat? What? I really want to hear what Giverdale was told. What the fuck? Ah. What could have made it change? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I knew this series was going to get more episodes, it wouldn't be an issue. But since lots of animes never get season 2s, it's like, ah. Although it does feel, no, seriously, this does feel like an amazing setup for a season 2, though. I like how he had to mention, like, his whole full name. Oh, man. Yeah, that's why I wasn't joking when I said earlier, how much sleep does this man get? It's like, seriously, when it comes to the season, it's a competition between either him or Wayne or Soma from Lily's tier as to like who sleeps the least amount of hours for rulers in this anime season. Ah, makes sense. Fuck. I do like how there's consequences though. They're gone now. Not gonna happen anytime soon. Nope. I mean, honestly, the win was getting a little bit too cocky. I mean, hey, that's what happens when you get overconfident. But I love him for that reason, though. Oh, man. All right, this episode was damn fucking great. I'm gonna give this one I'm actually gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was great. I like how he was able to make an agreement with the Grid of the Year after magnificently outmaneuvering him too. I thought that was damn cool because we got to see more moments of Wayne show off his competency. And I love how the episode dedicated a lot of its screen time in just getting Sigirius, just building up him change his mind, and with Wayne figuring out ways of making him change his perspective to the point where eventually he was able to change his perspective, but simultaneously his political career was ended. I thought that was absolutely cool too, because considering Sir Sigirius was a fucking prick, it was nice to finally get to see this fuck's ego cut down to size. So that's why I thought the writing in the episode was great. You had a lot of nice narrative building like that really made pretty much every moment in the series a joyous occasion to watch in this episode. And from a character standpoint, I like this. Whatever the hell Wayne's main goal is, it's to the point where it can even make someone like Revere actually change his stance a little bit and want to actually form an alliance with Wayne. So I like that bit too. I thought it was damn sweet. And it made him a little bit more likable. Then aside from that, another character I want to like, I love how they finally gave our girl Ninium a chance to shine in the battlefield. And aside from the epic moments she had on the battlefield, I did love the moments in the episode too. When you've got Wayne's ego cut down to size when he realizes that the prosperous times are not going to be easily attainable anymore. That was absolutely hilarious because I'm like, yeah, it was a long time coming because every single time Wayne got too cocky for his own good, bad shit happened, and well, bad shit happened in that specific occasion, and it didn't prevent it from being hilarious. So that's why I like this episode a good deal too, because not only did it have a nice moments like Revere being a badass or epic political turmoil, there was just a lot of comedic moments too that added a lot of levity. Animation quality was average, at least it wasn't mediocre, so I'll give the animators credit for that. And while yes, the episode was rushed because I would have loved to have seen maybe a bit of action sequences involving more of the ground troops, I feel like there wasn't enough. At the very least, they showed us enough to have a general idea of what was going on. But it still felt rushed, though. And that's something that I can't deny. It felt, and as much as like the series can go a bit too quickly sometimes. But those are just minor flaws, though, in an otherwise pretty great episode. Aside from that, at least the arc was great. Voice acting was great. And that's why I thought it was a great 8.5 out of 10 tier episode. Now, as for the series itself, here's what I'm going to rate the series itself. If I had to rate this series on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'll give this a 7 out of 10 because I thought the series, for the most part, was well written. Yes, it had some issues, like the earlier episodes being rushed, and it was annoying how we didn't get to hear what Wayne said regarding one of his major goals towards Revere. It was kind of annoying. I was like, come on now. This series might never come back, and they're really going to obscure dialogue like that. Kind of felt like too much of a tease there, you know? So that's where some of my issues with the episode lied in the series. But in saying that, the positives outweigh the negatives because the series had a lot of comedic moments, but then it had emotional moments too, like whenever Wayne politically outmaneuvered his opposition, or whenever he outsmarted his opposition and took them down from a close quarter combat standpoint. All that stuff was satisfying because not only did it make you respect Wayne's tactical mind, it made you respect his strength too, which is a rarity in animations because usually characters like him only roll from the sidelines. You really get to see them get their hands dirty figuratively. So that's where I got to give the series credit. And from a character standpoint, I love Wayne. I thought how he was hilarious, level-headed, but when he was taken aback and gets shocked or whenever it gets too egotistical for his own good, I always love how he's cut down to size, but in a good way. Like, I love how Wayne, he's smart, but he was flawed. And I love characters like Neem, too, where she gets really angry at Wayne when he does certain things, but she absolutely loves him. Or how Wayne gets angry whenever Neem is insulted. Like, those bits make these characters feel more real. I love characters like Lafania, Wayne's sister, where she was able to, like, lead a large amount of people a few episodes ago. I love that because it makes her a character that can stand on her own. Or when she was soaking up all the knowledge a few episodes ago, I love that. And I liked Zenobia, too. I thought she was nice. I also loved Wayne's blonde friend. She was pretty dang nice, too, and hilarious. I love how she had her own ambitions. And I loved Revere as an antagonist. I liked how he was intelligent, but he was balls. Like, he doesn't just talk a big game. He also fights on the battlefield, too, and I thought that made him a more memorable character, in my opinion. So, all in all, I just loved all these positive elements in the series from a character standpoint. Yeah, there are flaws in the narrative, and that's mostly to do that how it's incomplete. Like, we're not going to see what our boys' main ambitions are in the long run unless the series gets to season 2, which who the hell knows if that's going to happen. And things of that nature, or how the Elite Eights are going to deal with our boy Wayne and all that kind of jazz. Like, there's all these plot points opened up that we're probably going to get no satisfying resolution towards. And that's just the disappointing thing about this series. And ain't the series itself that's disappointing. It's that the fact that we may never get really true resolution. And that's why I got to limit my rating to an above average 7 out of 10. Now, in saying that, if this series were to ever get a season 2, I'll bump up my grade to a 7.5 out of 10. And if they were to even go beyond that and say get a full adaptation with like a well-handled ending that doesn't absolutely end up as a dumpster fire, then I'll bump it up to an 8 out of 10. Or if it ends off terribly, then it could possibly go down to like a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, depending on how badly handled the ending is. But overall, though, I enjoyed the series enough to give it a 7 out of 10, which in my scale is above average because anything above 5 is good. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode and the series in general. I would really love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night, y'all, and bye-bye, everyone.